Namaskar. I, Himanshu Bora, welcome you on behalf of Confluence World School to this amazing learning of science. Before we begin, I would like to thank my mother for recording this video. In the previous video, where we have learned the methods of separation, the names of those methods, in this video, we will learn the principles of those specific methods of separation of the components from a mixture. So let's begin. In your given notes, you have your three columns. The first is kind of mixture. Now, kind of mixture, when we talk about, it could be a solid mixture, where we have the components of the mixture in the state of solids. You could have a mixture where you have a solid and a liquid mixture, means one component could be a solid and one can be your liquid. The third kind of mixture could be a liquid and liquid mixture. So we will have a separate methods for these specific kind of mixture. First, we will do for solid and solid mixture, where we have both the components of mixture in the state of solid. So there we have a kind of mixture. Here we have the name of the method, and here we'll have the principle. Now let's understand what is principle here. It's Principle. Now principle means the scientific rule, the scientific reason or the base which help us to decide that which method are we picking for separation of substance. Now, as I said, we have solid mixture, where we have both the components as in state of solid and solid. Now for this we have 5 methods. Number 1 is your thrashing. Then we have winnowing. Then we have hand picking. Then we have sieving, and then we have magnetic separation. Now these are the 5 methods of separating solid mixtures. Now let us understand one by one a demonstration of these methods and the principle. Now we have 3 mixtures here. Let's understand threshing. Now these are the stalk of grains. Now in threshing, the principle says when you hit these stalk on the hard surface, the grains being heavy and the stalk of these grains being light, they are separated. So they are basically hit on a hard surface. So the principle says that there is a difference in size and weight. So now these grains, the stalk and the grains, they are basically like difference. They have a difference in their size and their weight. So they are separated when they are hit on a hard surface. Next is winnowing. Now this is basically called a winnow. This is called a winnow. Now what is the principle for this winnow? Now if you see, there are rice and there are bits of paper. Now these are 2 different components. Both are solid. Now one is lighter in weight and one is little heavy in weight. So when the winnowing is done, these components are separated. The lighter components go away with the wind and the heavier components are collected at one place. So this is called winnowing process. Now the principle is difference in weight. The lighter components go away with the wind and the heavier components are collected at one place. Now next is hand picking. Now as we discussed in the previous video, when we have a mixture of 2 components and looking at their color and size, we can easily distinguish that this is one component and this is one component of different color. It could be of different size also. So you can easily pick them using your hand. So the principle of this hand picking method is difference in size and difference in color. Now for winnowing, the principle was difference in weight, and for hand picking, the principle is difference in color, size. So you can recognize the components of the mixture, and using your hand you can just pick them up. Next we have sieving. Now this is sieve. If you look at, there is a sieve of very minute pores available on the sieve. There are range of sieves available in the market. There could be a sieve of different sizes. Now, how to separate components of mixture using this method of sieving? Now, principle is simple. There will be a solid which can pass through the sieve, and there will be a solid which remain on the sieve. So let's see. I have a mixture of salt and gram. Now when I sieve them, when I use the sieving method, you can see the salt being of very minute size can pass through it, and the gram being of bigger size remains on the sieve. So this is called sieving method. So the principle for sieving method is difference in size. The solid present in the mixture which can pass through the sieve, they are separated, and the solid of bigger size remain on the sieve. Now next we have magnetic separation. We discussed in the previous video as well, being of magnetic nature, the substances which can be attracted towards magnet can be separated out using magnet. So this was basically the methods of separation of solid-solid mixtures. In the next video, we will learn methods of separation for a mixture which has a solid and liquid as its components. Thank you.